All right, guys, after months of waiting, thousands of dollars spent, all this time anticipating for this thing to finally get here, it has arrived. So I just imported my very first car, but before we dive into it, here's a little backstory. So this became my nightly routine. I would stay up and check the Japanese auto auctions for vehicles that are running through that following week. This is like the 5th day I've bid on cars and I haven't won anything yet. Everything I find is either rusty, wrecked, or I get outbid. So it's getting kind of late and I've got one more car I want to bid on. So hopefully I win something because I've got 4 or 5 cars that I'm bidding on and none of them went through today. So I've got one more car that I saw. Wish me luck. So I am beyond stoked right now, but the car is finally here. It looks way better than I would have thought of. Man, I'm kind of shaking right now. Like, I'm super stoked that the car looks as good as it does. I mean, because my thought process with this whole thing was this car is either going to sink on a boat that's getting shipped over here. People are going to steal all the parts off of it before it even arrives to me. I had my doubts that the car was even legit. You know, it could be some kind of scam or something. I had my worries that the car may have been like in a really bad accident and was just quickly repainted or spray painted or something like that, because all the photos I saw of the vehicle were not the greatest. I mean, they were very pixelated, old camera, like it just looked really bad. So I just kind of assumed the worst and was like, whatever, I get what I get, you know? But let me tell you, this car it blew my mind. Picking it up at the port, I was like, there's no way this is gonna be my car. And sure enough, I didn't want to say anything about it until the thing was 100% legal and an American citizen, essentially. But this car is now titled in my name and registered, everything like that. So I am beyond excited to have this thing in my possession, and now I can finally share with you what it is. But yeah, it took months and months of waiting. I was just anticipating this car here. Some of the nights I couldn't sleep. I was too excited. You know, I was scrolling through the photos 100 times a night, just looking the car over, you know, Googling all the parts that I could find on it. The best part was my buddy was able to find the exact same car, done the exact same way in the exact same color that I got. So now we have matching cars, which is really funny, and it couldn't have worked out any better. Like, this is definitely a milestone for me, and this car, like, it's one of the most exciting things that I've done. So I'm ecstatic to have it. Like, I can't even think like what to say to you guys, because it's just like so exciting having this finally in my possession, finally able to drive it legally myself and have it on the roads. All right, guys, so before we get much further in today's video, we have new merch coming out on the merch shop for the Red or Dead stuff. So we got new tees, we got new hats, we got new colorways coming out, we got stickers, we got water bottles, we got it all. So go ahead and click the link, it's in the description. So if I see you guys at a car show or a meet or a drift event and you're wearing some Red or Dead stuff, I'll definitely throw you some stickers. Be sure to check out the merch shop. It's in the link below. Grab a t-shirt, grab a hat, grab a water bottle, get a sticker. And also, don't forget to hit the like, smash subscribe. We love to see channel growth. With that being said, let's jump back into it. You guys ready to see this thing? God, this thing looks so good. Well, here it is. My new to me 1997 Toyota Chaser JZX 100. Damn, this thing is looking spicy. It took me forever to find a red one, and you know your boy had to buy the red one when it popped up, because, oh man, with these white wheels it looks so good. This car is freaking mint, y'all. It looks so good. I am so stoked to have this thing now. Like, this is my new Red or Dead car. I still have the red IS, but this thing it's up there, and it's got some pretty decent parts on it, which I'm stoked for, so I don't have to really do much to it. But here it is. Beautiful red JZX 100. It's got the 1J, it's got the R154, it's got all sorts of other stuff done to it. It's got the front mount, as you can see. It's got work wheels, the racing seat, racing wheel. I mean, this thing is done right. It's crazy. It smells like a car from Japan. Like, it doesn't smell like it's been drifted its whole life. It doesn't smell like oil and all that stuff. It smells like a brand new car from 1997, which is wild. So whoever owned this thing took pretty good care of it. I don't see any cigarette burns, which is nice. Has factory seats other than the driver's seat being a racing seat. It's got some nice gauges. It's got a new radio. It has coilovers. Has all sorts of other little arms and parts here and there. The best part about this thing is the AC is ice cold, which I was stoked for because my other IS, no AC at all. The red car, no AC. I'd die in that thing. So having a drift car that has good AC that blows snowballs is a plus, especially when I'm here in Texas and it gets to about 107 sometimes. So I'm freaking stoked on this car, if you guys can't tell. It looks so good. So I've actually driven a few of these before and just kind of fell in love with the way it drives. So that's why I was seeking out for this car. I spent a few weeks every night on auctions, on websites, on everything, just bidding on cars, and I just left and right would be told that something was either too rusty, that my bids, I'd get outbid all the time, or the cars were just not what they said they were, and so I was kind of like told not to bid on those. This was one of the only ones that came through and checked all the boxes, being, you know, not a rusty car, good mileage on it, and I didn't get outbid, which was amazing on this car, but now it's here and I get to enjoy it and drive it around and, you know, welcome it to its new home here in America. This car is the Tourer V, which is the highest trim level of the Toyota Chasers. And it's got carbon fiber trim. It's got this banging stereo system. It's got R154 5-speed. It's got some nice gauges. So I bought this shifter at Up Garage when I was in Japan, and you know I had to throw it in here. And the radio is in all Japanese. It has a navigation system, so when I push buttons, it'll talk to me, which is hilarious. It's guiding me to a Family Mart in Japan. Yeah, we're about halfway across the world, so we can't do that today, but I have finally successfully imported a car. Bucket list achievement completed. I mean, this is awesome. I've been wanting to do something like this forever, since I was a kid, you know? I'm just so excited to have this car. And there's so many like cool features about it. Like, check this out. It's got factory retractable mirrors. How cool is that? You gotta see what's under the hood. This thing is, it's done well. Whoever owned this car did it right. And I mean, this thing's got tons and tons of brand name parts, which I am so stoked for, but check out this 1JZ. How sick is that? And it's got all name brand parts. Like, look at everything here is just ready to rip. Like, everything is done right. Ready for a track day. It's got super low kilometers, and what's even better is this sticker right here tells me that they did the timing belt like 20,000 kilometers ago. So the timing belt is essentially brand new, so I don't even have to think about that, which is a huge plus. Like, I don't want to wrench on this car. I know parts aren't too hard to find on it, but at the same time, they're not super easy. But, I mean, I'm freaking stoked. The only thing I had to replace from the port was the battery, because the one that came with was completely dead when I got it from the port. But other than that, this car just got in it, start it, and go. And I mean, and this thing sounds awesome. Oh. That 1JZ sounds so good. Dude. It sounds so good. Oh my God. I'm still like just beyond hyped on this thing right now. Like, I'm a little bit just still kind of in shock with this car. So unlike my IS300, people can comfortably sit in the back of this car. Like, you have space for days. I packed this thing down with my friends and drove it around town, and they were perfectly fine back there. Everybody's good. It's got cold AC. No one's complaining. It's a comfortable ride. The coilovers aren't blown. I mean, this thing is done right. This thing is freaking awesome. It's like one step away from being full-on race car, but also perfectly good to be a street car. So this car's been parked in my driveway for like the past few days, so it's a little dusty right now, but check out this paint. It is like glass. That's freaking awesome. For this age of a car, having nice paint like that it's unheard of. Y'all want to go on a little ride? All right, fine, hop in. Oh man, this thing's too fun. So I've been daily driving this car for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now, and I'll tell you, it's actually quite fun driving a car like this on like public roads and everything, and not just like on a track in Japan. I mean, it's cool. Like, I'll go to gas stations and stuff, and people will like be like, "Whoa, what is this? How did you get this here?" And I mean, it's just like, you know, people are not used to seeing a Toyota Chaser, and let alone know what one is here in the States. I did go to a car meet last night, and a bunch of people were pretty stoked on seeing it. I mean, a lot of people were like kind of like double take, like, what is that? Is that a Toyota? What the hell is that thing? BMW? Like, it's funny. It sounds awesome. This is on low boost. It has a boost controller right here, and I can raise the boost up, and then it starts getting spicy. But just daily driving, I just keep it on the low boost. One thing that is kind of funny though, I have gone through drive-thrus at like fast food places, and it's always funny seeing the people's reaction. Like, these ladies were tripping out. They're like, "What? Like, you're going backwards through a drive-thru in your car? What is going on?" And they're like, "Oh, the steering's on the other side." And you know, they just kind of had to laugh about it. But it's fun, man. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner with another car, you know, like an older car, but I'll definitely have to get another video when Harrison's driving his JZX in town, because like I said, we have 2 matching red JZXs with white wheels and a Vertex kit, so the cars are almost identical, which is really funny. But it's cool to see both of them side by side, because they're completely different builds when you actually dive down into each car. So, but it's fun, you know. I mean, having somebody with the same car, you know, in town, it kind of trips people out. Like, we went to a car meet last week, and I was leading, and Harrison was following me into the parking garage, driving up floor by floor by floor, and we got to the 4th floor, and these kids were walking by, and I was going around the pillar, so they didn't see the car, and then one of them saw the front end of my car, and he goes, "Oh, no way, dude, a Chaser, what the hell?" He walks up, kind of looks at it, I pull off, and then right behind me, Harrison comes around, and he goes, "No way, another Chaser!" And it was really funny. I mean, so this car has an R154 with a twin clutch setup and a 2-way diff with solid diff mounts in the back. So it's set up to be a drift car, which is nice. I don't know if I'm gonna really take it drifting. I might a little bit, but I'm not gonna like do anything crazy with it. But it's nice to know the option is there. You know, it's just like throw a hydro e-brake in this car and you're ready to rip, pretty much. You know, I mean, it makes all the power you need. It can spin 265s. It's just you know, if you want to go next level and tear apart this beautiful interior, sure, yeah, you can throw a hydro in there and just have a great time if you want to do that. But for me, I like it being a street car. It's tons of fun. It gives me everything I need. It just sounds so cool. Oh man, that puts a smile on my face every time. So fun to drive, man. Jeez. Like, my Lexus IS is fun, it's turbo, it makes all the cool noises, but there's something about this car just being so big and being like a grandpa car that makes it so much better. So one mistake I keep making is the windshield wiper and the blinkers are on opposite ends of a US car. So the blinker is gonna be on the right side. So I keep going to take a left turn and I turn the blinkers on. I still haven't gotten used to that yet. Oh, that's so fun. So it's been fun telling you guys all about this car I just imported. I'm super excited to have it. I'm ecstatic to be driving this thing finally after months of waiting. This thing couldn't have turned out any better, but it's getting late. The sun's starting to set. I need to run home. Got a lot of stuff to do. I'm actually packing, going on a trip for a few days. So when I get back, I'll definitely post more videos about this car. Don't forget to check out the Red or Dead merch. Link below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. So that's it for me. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Apartments here and there. What the hell? Ew, what the fuck? Oh my god, no way. That is disgusting. Dude, oh man. That's the only thing I've found in the car from Japan. There's no coins or anything else. Just this freaking